Hi, today we're going to do a Meijer Expansion. You'll see that there was already 4 feet existing here. We had to reset this one. Hopefully you won't have to do that, but you might need to adjust the original 4 feet as needed. You'll see that we have different door heights here. You may run into that in some instances. We've set it to match the higher door height. That way AG can come back and replace a new door. So you'll want to make sure that all 8 feet is a consistent height. So pick the one to match the existing AG units, and then they can come back for that. So your merchandise is removed from the first one, and we just need to set the second 4 feet in here. What I have done is I've marked on the gondola upright where I need to put my structure pieces. Assuming that your first 4 feet is already set, you can match exactly where those brackets are. The standard is to go 11 up from the bottom of the upright and then 9 down. You might have to adjust that accordingly. Every situation is a little different. So you want to start with this crossed U-rail at the bottom for support. You want to have your brackets, the long tail pointing up, and the bent part facing forward. So I just come in, engage the top on both sides, and then rotate it down into place. We're going to be building this from the top down. So in your tray box, you will want to come and take the top graphic tray. This is the one with the extension on the top of it. What you'll need to do is find your L brackets, and you want to slide it into the C channel in the back of the tray. So again, you want to make sure that your brackets are pointing up, the tall tail. Slide that into your C channel, and then repeat for the other side. Once you get those in, you're going to engage that in the top. You might have to slide those brackets on either side. But again, I've marked my spot. I'm going to engage one, come to the other side, engage the other. You might have to fight this top graphic a little just because the tray is extended, but slide that in. I'm going to go ahead and center my trays. You'll want to cheat all of the trays into the middle so that we don't have a gap. Once you get that set, you're going to take your J supports. There's this J at the top of it. That goes at the top. It slides up behind on the brackets. Sorry, I should have pointed out there was a U on the back of that L bracket. You want to slide this behind up into the U, pivot it, and drop down. Then this the upright slides into the little notch there. You'll then repeat for the other side and get that set. Now you're ready to start setting all of the trays. You want to make sure that you're using the double barrel trays for the length of the display. That's at the bottom. There are 2 different barrels. You always want to set it in the top barrel. We need them to be more compressed in all Meijer settings. So you take the top little U here and engage them in the top barrel on all trays. The easiest way to do this is to rotate it in. You can also slide from the side if you have the space, but that's not always a given. So you engage that little U, get it the length of the tray, and then let it fall down into place. We're setting a shorter display here. If you have a 99 pocket height, you'll want to set 2 trays after your top graphic. So you have 3 product trays, and then you'll have a middle graphic. That tray is cut off, and you'll put a graphic in there. That should be your 4th tray. I'm going to skip that one for this setting. Once you get to the last tray, it has the single barrel at the bottom. You'll want to make sure that one is at the bottom. The last step is the end panels. There's a bracket here that slides into the same C that you put the initial top brackets into. So you want to make sure that this J is facing forward so the end panel can slide into it. I'm going to go 3 trays up, go into the back of the C channel here, and just let that rest in place.
Let me show that. That'll catch the end panel.
You'll then want to take this bracket from your hardware kit and you just put the screw through, use the nut, and tighten this bracket into place. You'll then slide the bottom, align it with the bottom of the display, find your bracket hook up here, and then just let it rest back into place. For the divider clips, you want to take this spacer, start from the right side of the display, and use these clips. I'm going to do it lower because it's hard to reach. So you start here. There's a channel in the back of this tray. This just slides right over top of it and pops into place. You want to make sure that the dividers are tight against this spacer so that they evenly space out the length.
And you repeat that, right?
Yeah, so I'd move this, go to the next one, clip it in, move, move. Then you'll want to insert your graphics and merchandise.